In the last video, we went over the design of what we're building, which is NotifyXpert. Now, if you're just joining us and you have no idea what that is, I will make sure to link the video in the description below. In this video, we're going to be going over setting our environment so that we can get ready to develop our system. Now, since Django is a Python framework, the first thing that we're going to need to install is obviously Python. Now, you need to go over to the Python website and install Python. I will link their website in the description below. So just make sure you click on that link, select the Python version that you need, and just install it for your operating system. Now, the Python that we're gonna need to install is Python version 3 and higher. Once that's done, you're gonna now need to install Django. The command that you will use to install that is as follows: Python space -m space pip space install space Django DJANGO. With our application, we're gonna be running it with a MySQL database. So you're obviously gonna need to install MySQL database. So navigate to the MySQL website and install it. Now I will link their website in the description below. So just click on the link and you should be good to go. Once you've installed that, now we're gonna need an API driver so that we can communicate with our API, with our MySQL database using Python rather. So you're gonna need to install mysqlclient. To do that, you're gonna need to use the following command. So open up your command line, pip space install space mysqlclient. Now that's one word, mysqlclient. So just run that and it will install your MySQL client, and then you're good to go. For the development of this system, I'm gonna be using PyCharm IDE, the community version. Now, I'm a big fan of JetBrains IDE. They make one of the best IDEs in the market. Now go over to their website, install PyCharm. I will link their website in the description. So just click on it and install the community version. Please do make sure that you install the community version. You don't want to install the professional one if you're not willing to pay, because then it will just not allow you to continue with your project, and you're gonna need to then go to the community version and migrate your project. It's a whole mess. Rather just install the community version to begin with. Now I will put out a disclaimer: their community version does not support Django development, but don't worry. What we're gonna do is we'll run the Django server outside of the IDE, and then we'll run our code in the IDE. And then once everything changes, if we need to restart our server so that we can see our changes, we'll do that and then see our system. Now, this is obviously more work as opposed to running the IDE, the professional IDE. But we work with the tools we have, and when we're really committed in building something, we make it work, which is us. We're committed to building this, so we're gonna make it work. Okay, so now let's open up our PyCharm and run our development server just to get started. Okay, cool. So let's get started. Navigate to your PyCharm community edition. So open that up. This is the window that it shows you. I'm gonna zoom in. So create a new project. Okay, you can select a location. I'm gonna select a location that I created for this project, NotifyXpert. Okay, give it a name. Okay, we're gonna give it a git repo, create a welcome script, project environment, that's chilled. Go ahead and create. Yeah. Okay, so cool. There we go. We can see that it's done. If you go ahead and run the scripts, hi PyCharm. So that's all good. We've been able to set up the project. So now we need to get it ready for Django. Okay, so let's just double check that we have Django installed before we do some. Okay, we have Django installed, so that's perfect. Okay, so let's create a Django project. So we're gonna navigate to the directory, C users Marco PyCharm project. So it's C users Marco PyCharm project. This is that. This is here. So we're gonna open this up in the command line. And then we're gonna create a Django project. So we're gonna say Django, as they call it, admin start project testing. So we're just testing that you can run a Django project in PyCharm. Okay, so that did its thing. So let's see what we have. So we have testing here, which when you open it, it's a folder. It has managed PY testing and a bunch of classes that it created for us. So that's cool. Okay, so that's fine. So now we're gonna need to start the development server. So let's do that now. Okay, it's telling us no such file, manage.cy, where is that? Okay, we're gonna need to get into testing. Okay, that's fine. Your project until you apply the migration. Okay, so we're getting some issues. Okay, so our server is running, but let's quit that. Let's run this first, see what this does. Okay, so that's cool. Let's run that query again. Run server. Okay, so our server is running, so I'm gonna pull up a different window. There we go. We've successfully started Django. Now if you are seeing this, good news. Now that you've installed all your tools and you've set up your environment, I'll see you in the next one. So in the next one, we actually gonna now start exploring how to turn our idea into code. See you in the next one. Cheers.